Alrighty, hello and welcome to race number 12 of the Rusty Misfits Racing League, all the dirt rookie mini stocks in the Asphalt Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, we just wrapped up the dirt racing side. Hunter Wellman wrapped the championship up last week. Rick Olsen, Kyle Thayer should bring up the top three in points over on the dirt side. Now we are racing to determine the pavement championship. Dean Quallie in the lead, 512 points. Has a very strong. It is going to take a miracle to lose the championship for Dean Quallie in that 17 machine tonight. Ray Andrews in second, having a very strong last half of the season. Sitting 484 points, about 28 below Dean Quallie. Like I said, for Dean to lose the championship, in fact, he has pretty much got it wrapped up at this point. Because I do not believe we have enough cars in this race for Dean to be able to lose enough points on Ray Andrews, even if Ray has a perfect night, gaining every bonus point he can. There are 3 bonus points up for grabs, 1 for pole position, 1 for fastest, or 1 for leading a lap, 1 for leading the most. Ray cannot gain enough, I don't believe, to catch Dean Quallie, but guess what? He does have to consider Matt Moreau behind him, only 4 points out on Ray Andrews. Matt Moreau sitting at 480. Those two are going to be two to watch, because we will have to see what happens with those two cars and where they may land in the championship. But ladies and gentlemen, join me in the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start our heat racing action tonight. Starting grid for heat race number 1. Points leader Dean Quallie on pole position with Kenny Troughton outside of him in that 25 car. Hunter Wellman, our championship driver, on the dirt side. Starting inside of earlier race winner Austin Strang. Matt Moreau bringing up 5th place at the back of this 5-car field. Getting ready to go some green flag racing here. No caution flags in the heat races as we want to keep things going as quickly as possible. But we will be setting up our inside row for the feature race here. 75 laps around South Boston Speedway. It's going to be a matter of patience, a matter of tire saving. But that won't matter in these heat races here. 1 lap to green. As we see a little friendly bumping on the inside. Dean Quallie, Hunter Wellman just saying a little happy how do you do going on there. Although that's getting a little bit more than happy. Field tightening up, getting ready to take the green flag. Pace car pulls off. Green flag in the air. Nice start on that front row. Kenny Troughton holding even with pole sitter Dean Quallie. Kenny Troughton getting a nice run off of turn 2. Able to clear that 17 machine. The 17 running down on the bottom of the track there. Has the 64 right behind him. The 33 of Austin Strang trying to find a place, but Matt Moreau gets down to the inside. Matt Moreau trying to snag 4th place away from that 33 car. Dean Quallie at the front of this pack trying to make a move on that 25. Kenny Troughton still on the point though in that 25 car. Hunter Wellman settling down in 3rd. Matt Moreau, Austin Strang still fighting side by side for 4th. 5 laps remain in this heat race. Matt Moreau, Austin Strang going back and forth over 4th place here. Matt Moreau just a little bit ahead down the back straightaway into turn 3. Not quite able to clear that 33, but he just does coming out of turn 4. Doesn't pull up ahead of him, plays it smart and safe. Now he is fully clear of that 33. At the front of the pack, the top 3 all equidistant to each other. Kenny Troughton at the point. Dean Quallie in 2nd. Hunter Wellman just behind the top 2. Dean, however, managing to close that gap just a little bit on that 25 car. 2 laps left in this heat race. Kenny Troughton still on the front of this pack here. Dean Quallie, though, managing to reel him in, looking to try to snag that pole position away for the start of the feature race. Final lap, white flag in the air. And Troughton still in the lead, but 17 car all over that back bumper. Looks to the bottom side off of turn 4. Gets a little loose. Not able to make a move. Kenny Troughton will hold on for the win of heat race number 1. Dean Quallie in 2nd. Hunter Wellman 3rd. Matt Moreau holds on to 4th with Austin Strang in 5th. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got heat race number 2. 4 cars in this race. 8 laps for them to settle out the outside rows for the feature race. Mick Olson on pole position. Aaron Murphy outside of him. Row 2 sees the 5 car of Michael Steele with Ray Andrews, our 2nd place in points, starting in 4th. We are definitely going to have to keep an eye on that 13 car in this race. He is going to want to do everything he can to get up towards the front of this 4 car field to get a good starting position for that 75 lap feature. Matt Moreau finished 4th. So if he can start ahead of that 38 car, he has a good chance of holding on to 2nd place in points. See, the flagman gave the signal for 1 to green, that time across the line. Pace car will pull off coming out of turn 4 this time around. Let this field go, green flag racing. Nice tight field up on the back bumper of that pace car as it pulls off. Green flag in the air. Nice even start. Ray Andrews falling back just a little bit. But you got Mick Olsen pulling out to an early lead here. Pulling up just ahead of that 41 car of Aaron Murphy. Michael Steele down on the bottom trying to sneak second place away from Aaron. Ray Andrews right there on the back bumper trying to follow Michael Steele through. Ray Andrews able to follow that 5 car back around that 41, getting past Aaron for third place. As we sit right now, if Ray finishes right there, he will be 1 row ahead of that 38 machine of Matt Moreau. And ladies and gentlemen, I am getting word from the pits. Sounds like the 17 team of Dean Quallie. They are wanting to take this race and make it more interesting, and they are likely going to start from the back of the field, take an end-of-line penalty in our 75-lap feature to see what they can do to hold on to that points lead. Meanwhile, right now, 4 laps halfway through our heat race, Mick Olsen has the lead. Michael Steele coming up right there on that back bumper of the 75 machine, working all over it. Ray Andrews slowly reeling those guys in, trying to get the best starting position he can for our feature race. See that 13 machine though, he is sliding those tires a lot. You definitely want to avoid that in our feature. That will wear those tires out way faster and cause that car to not handle as well. As we are coming down to the white flag, Mick Olsen going around, getting into that inside wall. That gives Michael Steele the lead. Coming to the white flag, Ray Andrews second, Aaron Murphy third. Now Mick Olsen down in fourth. Ray has one more chance here in 3 and 4 to try to get around that 5 car. Is not going to be able to do it. Michael Steele will win heat race number 2. Ray Andrews holds on for second. Aaron Murphy third. Mick Olsen finishing the race a la Ricky Bobby in reverse. Slowly working his way, coming down out of turn 4. Give this man credit for not giving up. Cross the line in reverse on the rev limiter. Mick Olsen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we ran 2 heat races to set our 9 car field for our 75 lap feature here at South Boston Speedway. We now are getting ready to go green flag racing for those 75 laps. Let's take a look at our starting lineup. On pole position, thanks to winning heat race number 1, we have the 25 car, Kenny Troughton. Starting outside of row 1, outside pole position, is that 5 car, Michael Steele, after winning heat race number 2. As I said, Dean Quallie finished in second heat race number 1, but is taking the end of line penalty, sending him to the back of the pack. Ray Andrews will be on the outside of row 2. Moving up inside of that row 2 will be Hunter Wellman in that 64 machine. Then we have Matt Moreau, Aaron Murphy in row 3, Austin Strang and Mick Olsen in row 4, and like I said, at the back of this pack, that 17 machine points leader Dean Quallie, most likely season champion, barring penalties, I'm going to say. Getting ready to go green flag racing, we see the 64 Hunter Wellman right up under the bumper of our pole sitter Kenny Troughton. Pace car getting ready to pull down to the pit road. Green flag in the air. Kenny Troughton has a pretty solid start. Ready for that green flag to come out. Ray Andrews on that outside row. So we got a stack up behind them. Everyone keeps it straight. Kenny Troughton out to a solid lead right now. Ray Andrews holding on to second. Aaron Murphy, Hunter Wellman side by side for third. Give it to Murphy for the moment, but Wellman coming with a good solid run. And they make contact. The 41 starts to go around, makes secondary contact, keeps the 41 straight. Aaron Murphy loses a couple of possessions, one of them to Matt Moreau right now. Matt doing everything he can to make up as many positions, get as close to that 13 car as he can. Hunter Wellman up into third. Dean Quallie at the back of the pack, not able to make any moves so far. Aaron Murphy recovering fairly solidly after getting turned off the nose of that 64 car of Hunter Wellman. Only lost a couple positions, well, lost one position to Matt Moreau, one to Hunter, so 2 positions overall, but now he's looking at the bottom of that 38 car, gets to 38, a little squirrely coming off of turn 2. Michael Steele right behind them, trying to find some advantage in there. Kenny Troughton right now out to a 1-second lead over second place Ray Andrews. Ray Andrews having company on his back bumper from Hunter Wellman. Ray right now doing exactly what he needs to. He needs to stay ahead, and preferably at least within 3 positions if he does fall behind that 38 car. But right now 2 positions ahead of that 38, holding on to second place in the point standings. Hunter Wellman not really a factor in this season, part-time runner, because he does not have most of the tracks, could not afford to race at most of these tracks that ran on the asphalt side. But as you see right now, there's a little bit of a gap opening up between Andrews and Wellman right now. Wellman backing off just a little bit. Race winner on the dirt side tonight, Austin Strang, currently running 7th place, right behind Michael Steele, Aaron Murphy. Right now, everyone just running single file and logging laps. And 10 laps into tonight's event. Everyone being patient as we see Michael Steele looking to the inside of that 41 machine. Aaron moving up, letting him have room. 17 and Dean Quallie looking to try to get up into this action as well. But right now, the only side-by-side action we have on track 12 laps into this race. Michael Steele in that 5 machine on the inside, looking to make a pass on that 41. Aaron Murphy able to defend on that outside line. There might be enough grip out there to do some stuff if you need to. That'll be a learning point for both those cars and the guys behind them, that the outside line may not be as bad as you might think it would be. Right now, though, Kenny Troughton out on a mission, 1.3 seconds ahead of Ray Andrews. Ray Andrews up 0.3 of a second ahead of third place Hunter Wellman. Ray Andrews not able to pull away from that 64, but Wellman not quite able to close in too much on that 13 car. Third place in points, Matt Moreau riding behind these guys, about 0.6 behind Wellman. Once again, side by side is the 5 and the 41 there. Michael Steele give him the position now. Up to 5th place over that 41 car of Aaron Murphy. Aaron had a strong run going earlier tonight at Limaland. Got loose, got turned around off the nose of the 2nd place car. Tonight not having as good luck here in South Boston. Had a decent start, but now running a little further back in the pack. Just lost the position to Michael Steele. Now he's got to contend with that 33 car of Austin Strang. And Dean Quallie, Mick Olsen right behind as well, looking to make a few positions up. See Dean Quallie looking to the inside of that 33, got his bumper down there, had to go down below that yellow line as they make contact. Turns the 33 around, caution flag number 1 tonight here at South Boston as the 33 gets turned around off the nose of the 17 machine. Let's take a quick look at our instant replay. Dean has a good run down the front straightaway, looks down, puts his left side just under that yellow line, and then does not anticipate the 33 staying down as low. 33 did not go all the way to the outside wall, and the 17 thought he would. Let's take another look. Let's see if we can get a look from the car of the 17. As I said, just gets a good run, looks to the inside, has to put his left sides down just a little bit below the yellow line, not out of bounds there. But expected that 33 to track out further to the outside wall. Ended up getting into the left rear corner of that 33 car and turning him around. Kenny Troughton had a decent lead. It's going to see that lead evaporate now. Ray Andrews, Hunter Wellman are going to be right on the back bumper. Ray Andrews, in fact, I'm going to say is going to be at the disadvantage starting here on the outside, but you never know. I might be wrong here. Ray might be able to make that outside line work. Green flag when we come back to the line here. You see the lights on the pace car are off. Kenny Troughton on the front row here inside first place. Ray Andrews restarting second. Hunter Wellman, Matt Moreau, Aaron Murphy, our top 5. Green flag back in the air. Kenny gets a good start here. Hopefully Ray can get down, and he does, just behind that 25 machine, ahead of the 64 and 38, who are still side by side for third. 64 inside, Matt Moreau on that outside line. See Aaron Murphy catching a little bit of that outside roll as we see Hunter Wellman able to clear Matt Moreau, but Matt with a nice crossover getting down to the inside of that 64 machine. Third of the way through tonight's event here, Matt Moreau on the inside of Hunter Wellman. Hunter doing a good job defending on the outside. In fact, he is able to clear that 38 off of... Ooh, they make a little contact coming off turn 2. 64 gets all kinds of squirrely, gets into the outside wall. That allows a 38 to get clear of him. Aaron Murphy gets sideways. They keep it green. Caught is out. What happened here? Hunter Wellman getting turned around into that outside wall. 3 wide coming off of turn number 2 or turn number 4 here. Michael Steele, Mick Olsen on the inside of the 64, and they just run out of room. 64 catching some of the biggest action on that. Mick Olsen catching a little bit of that as well. Let's hop on board with this 75 machine as they come off of turn number 4 here. 3 wide. Just run out of real estate. 64 starts going around off the nose of the 5, and they just end up turning back, facing the wrong direction. Ray Andrews in pit road. He is pulling a power move here. That lets Matt Moreau up into second spot. If they finish the race right now, that gives Matt Moreau second in points. But we still have about 45 laps to go. So, long ways to go yet tonight. This could be a play. Ray Andrews going into pits to get tires. going to restart at the back of this field, but you never know. That might, some fresher rubber could be the call. Getting ready to go back green flag racing. You see the pace car lights are once again turned off. Field not double foul. They are very slow on the uptake this time, as you see the 38 coming up to the outside of that 25, but staying way behind for some reason. Michael Steele, after being involved in that, up into third place. Austin Strang making a few moves to get up into fourth. Aaron Murphy in fifth. Pace car is off. Green flag back out on the speedway. Kenny Troughton with a good start. Matt Moreau not really anticipating that start in well enough. Going to lose second place to Michael Steele. Gets slotted down ahead of Aaron Murphy, Austin Strang, who are still side by side. Aaron Murphy now moving up into fourth. Austin Strang having to deal with the 75 of Mick Olson on the inside of him as well. Not enough room for him to slot down there and close that door. Mick Olson battling hard against Austin Strang. Matt Moreau. Aaron Murphy trying to make the move on the outside on Matt Moreau. Going the hard way around the circuit. Almost making it work though. Matt Moreau is looking ahead. Just edged the 41 car across the line that time by. All this battling back here is allowing Kenny Troughton to just drive away. That 25 machine, 1 second lead over second place Michael Steele. Matt Moreau just barely edging that 41 car for third, but still side by side, 2 rows deep here. Matt Moreau, Aaron Murphy fighting for third. Austin Strang, Mick Olson fighting for fifth. As that 41 goes almost around, gets a little bit of contact from behind from Mick Olson. They keep it straight, keep it together. Matt Moreau now solidly in third. Mick Olson looking to make a move on the inside of that 41 car. Almost makes contact. Gets that 41 squirrely, backs off. Aaron Murphy doing some heads-up driving there, keeping that car facing the right direction. Mick Olson, though, backing off to avoid causing a bigger issue. As we see the 41 going around off the 33 of Austin Strang. Caution flag back out on the track. So we take a look at our instant replay here. Aaron Murphy, little squirrely coming off the corner, gets sideways going into turn 2. Coming off onto the back straightaway, moves up, gets into the 31 or 33, sorry, and just turns them both around. Meanwhile, the big gain in that turn of events, Ray Andrews, that 13 car, now up to fourth, managing to get through that incident cleanly. Now 1 position behind his closest competitor, Matt Moreau, in that 38 car. That will move Ray back into second place in the point standings as we run. Austin Strang on pit road, Michael Steele as well. Austin Strang getting some damage repair most likely. Michael Steele looking for some fresh feel goods on that car. That moves Matt Moreau up into second. Ray Andrews into third. Dean Quallie up into fourth. Flagman showing 1 to green. Back green flag racing here, coming just past the halfway point. Kenny Troughton has been at the front of this pack the entire time. Matt Moreau outside of him. Ray Andrews looking to try to sneak past that 38 car. Dean Quallie, our points leader, at the front of this pack. Green flag back in the air. Kenny Troughton with a solid restart. Matt Moreau looking to close that door on Ray Andrews. Not able to do it. Has to back off a little bit. That's going to give the 13 car the advantage there. Ray Andrews back into second. Mick Olson coming back up, trying to fight for position on that 38 position. 38 car trying to take third place away. Hunter Wellman, Dean Quallie side by side here for fifth and sixth. Right now, give it to Hunter. Dean Quallie fighting back hard on that inside or outside line. A little bit of door-to-door action there, beating and banging. Quallie kind of swings a little too wide coming off of turn 4 there. Allows Michael Steele to get alongside. Dean finally able to slot in just ahead of that 33 car. Looks to get back down below that 5. Not able to get there. Michael Steele looking to get the inside line on the 64 of Hunter Wellman. Not quite able to do so either. Right now, Ray Andrews up back into second position. Just ahead of Mick Olson. Mick Olson running a much lower line on entry. And that's allowing Ray to pull ahead just a little bit. Mick trying to run defensive over Matt Moreau. Matt Moreau is right on the back bumper of that 75 car. Moreau looking to try to get back up there. He needs every position he can, every point he can get to get ahead of that 13 car. But the 13 car is 2 positions ahead. 4 points separated them coming into tonight's race. This won't be enough for that 38 car to take the second place away from Ray Andrews in the overall standings. But Ray Andrews is going to have a little company here. That gap closed back in between him and the 75. A little further back in the field, Dean Quallie battling with Hunter Wellman for 6th position. Dean looking inside, coming in turn 2, not quite able to get there, has to back off, not to make contact. Sorry, that would have been turn 3. 25 laps to go, 1/3 of the race remaining in this event. Points leader Dean Quallie running in 7th place, looking to try to sneak 6 away from Hunter Wellman, our Dirt Series champion. Michael Steele catching up to the back of Matt Moreau. Michael has a quick car, but he is going to have a few cars ahead of him to try to get away, to try to get around, to try to catch up to that leader of Kenny Troughton. Kenny Troughton 1.4 seconds ahead of Ray Andrews right now. Ray Andrews has a mirror full of 3 cars behind him. But right now, he's got about 4/10 of a second ahead, and he's actually opening it up a little bit. Matt Moreau, Mick Olson, Michael Steele battling it out. In fact, right now, Matt Moreau losing a position to Steele. Steele up into 3rd place, taken away from Matt Moreau. Sorry, that's Mick Olson into, Steele up into 4th place, but now he's looking for 3rd from Mick Olson. Mick way high through 3 and 4 there. Loses the position to Steele. Be able to close the door on Matt Moreau though. Meanwhile, this battle back here for 6th place. Dean Quallie is able to get around that 64 car of Hunter Wellman. Hunter now has Austin Strang to deal with there and loses position to him, down to 8th place for Wellman. Aaron Murphy just not having a good night tonight. He had a strong run earlier. He had a pretty strong run even earlier in this race. But now down into 9th place. 2.5 seconds behind 8th. Ray Andrews, meanwhile, he has got company. That 5 car is coming. Holding on for the moment, but Steele's going to be a tough competitor to hold off. In fact, Steele looking to the inside, getting to the bumper of Ray Andrews. Ray moves up, lets him go around. Not much point in Ray fighting him too hard. He's got the big picture to look at. He's got the overall points. If he fights that 5 car too hard, he could potentially lose 2nd place in points. Better off to let that 5 car go by. Keep that 38 behind you where you need him to stay. And now Michael Steele is going to go and try to hunt down that leader, Kenny Troughton, who is led from the drop of the green. In fact, Steele running faster lap times than our leader, almost a tenth faster that last time across the line. 14 laps to go. Will he have enough time to shrink this second and a half gap between him and Kenny Troughton in the lead? Dean Quallie, meanwhile, is fighting Matt Moreau right now for 5th place. Matt Moreau about to go one more position down. Not what he wants to see, but that 17 car, we know that Strange Brew Racing crew, they are really good at saving tires and being fast when it counts. Matt Moreau able to get ahead. Dean kind of sliding a little bit that last time through 3 and 4. Matt Moreau making sure to run a good low line, but Dean looking to get down there. Had a decent run off at turn 4, not able to make it happen, not able to take advantage. Going to lose a little bit of ground to that 38 car. Almost falling into the clutches of the 33 of Austin Strang. Austin making a bit of a recovery drive here. Meanwhile, back at the front, the gap was 1.4 seconds, now down to 1. And closing. Michael Steele running quicker lap times yet than our race leader Kenny Troughton. 9 laps to go in this final race of the season. Can Michael catch up to that 25 car? And if he can, will he have enough time to make the pass? Ray Andrews now running comfortably in 3rd place over Mick Olson, who has got a mireful of Matt Moreau, Dean Quallie, Austin Strang. Matt Moreau thought about looking outside, thought better of it. Managed to slam the door on Dean Quallie, not letting that 17 car get to the inside of him. He knows he does not have the room to lose. Ray Andrews sitting nice and comfortable. He is 2.5 behind Michael Steele, but he has a second over Mick Olson. Kenny Troughton, though, he is going to have company before this race is over. The gap is now down to 0.4 of a second. As we got a caution on the racetrack. I am not sure what happened here. 75 car Mick Olson ends up going around off the nose of Matt Moreau. Quick spin by Mick Olson. He gets it turned back straight pretty quickly. But this is going to shake things up, ladies and gentlemen. Only a couple of laps remaining in this race, and now we are under yellow flag. Kenny Troughton was losing that lead that he had over Michael Steele very, very quickly. Ray Andrews had a nice comfortable lead over 4th place, but now he is going to have to battle to stay on that final podium position. Dean Quallie gaining a position over that incident with Mick Olson and Austin Strang. Matt Moreau. And Matt Moreau, he is now down in 8th place. We are likely going to get 1 to green this time by, and yes, you see the flagman giving the 1 to go signal here. Cars doubling up for the final, or what hopefully will be the final restart tonight. 3 laps remaining in this race on the scoreboard. They should get a green-white checkered finish here. Kenny Troughton in first. Michael Steele on the outside. Michael was gaining fresher rubber on that 5 car. Green flag in the air. Good start from the 25 car. Kenny Troughton. Michael Steele not anticipating the green to go. He's going to have to battle that 13 car on the inside. Manages to pull ahead. Ray Andrews slotting back into third place, just ahead of 17 car Dean Quallie. Dean Quallie looking to try to make a lap or make a move as the white flag comes out one more time around this racetrack. Kenny Troughton in the lead. Michael Steele looking to make a move, not quite going to be able to get there. Kenny Troughton will be able to hold on, coming off of turn 4 to win at South Boston. Kenny Troughton takes the checkered flag over Michael Steele. Ray Andrews holding on to third place, will finish second in the championship. Dean Quallie, Mick Olson, Austin Strang, Matt Moreau, Hunter Wellman, Aaron Murphy will round out our 9-car field. Ladies and gentlemen, what a finish to Season 5 of the Rusty Misfits Racing League, all the dirt rookie mini stocks. As we have our top 3 finishers pulling up onto the front straightaway for their final podium picture. What a season it was, ladies and gentlemen. Dean Quallie taking home the championship tonight over Ray Andrews. Ray Andrews holding on to second place over Matt Moreau. Mick Olson and Tim Rourke should be our top 5 in the championship. As we wait for our finishers to come up into the broadcast booth for their post-race interview, ladies and gentlemen, we had a heck of a battle there. Before that caution came out, I think it would have been Michael Steele. He was coming up quick on that 25 car. Still had to make the pass, and Kenny will not make it easy. He is a hard, solid driver. Clean when he has to be, but he is not afraid to use the bumper if he needs to. Kenny had the lead, wouldn't have had need to use the bumper unless the 5 car got around him. But ladies and gentlemen, Ray Andrews finishing on the podium once again, holding on to second place in the standings behind Dean Quallie, our championship. And what do you say, ladies and gentlemen? We bring in our third place finisher, Ray Andrews, in that 13 car. Ray, how are you feeling right now? Finished in third, brought home second place in the championship behind Dean Quallie.
Well, when that yellow came out, I was really questioning about taking them tires early.
Well, we definitely saw you go into pits there. I did think that was a bit of a brave move pitting as early as you did, but it worked out for you. You managed to hold on to third. You had a little bit of competition behind you. Dean Quallie kind of came back up from the back of the pack, and he was kind of giving you a little bit of pressure on that restart, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, and I expected him to be there from the beginning. He's always good with his tires and stuff here, all the asphalt stuff, so...
Absolutely. That Strange Brew crew is definitely known for saving tires really well. Didn't really factor in tonight too much there. Cars seemed to be too much on top of the track there. That everyone was kind of sliding around, burning a little bit of their stuff. But we did see some smart racing from you kind of in the latter third of that race. When Michael Steele, he caught up to you. You didn't really race him too hard. You definitely were racing big picture there, weren't you?
Yeah, I knew that he had put on tires after me, so I just wanted to make it to the end and not chance wrecking us both and try to get a podium, so I just let him on by and race my own race.
Well, and you know what? Everyone's like, well, you know, you got to race for the win. You got to race for the win. And sometimes racing for the win is not necessarily racing for the race win. It's racing for that championship win. And Dean was a little bit too far out of reach coming into tonight. It would have taken one heck of a miracle and probably a points penalty to do so. But you knew third place was still still too close to you, that it was still up for grabs, and where you finished in either second or third.
Oh yeah, right before the race, me and Matt both told each other that we're our enemies tonight. You know, we get along pretty good though.
Well, both you and Matt are very clean racers. You don't try to get into any trouble, and it would have been interesting to see you guys race it out. But mind you, if you guys were racing that closely to race it out there, it was going to go your way. You needed Matt needed you to fall 4 places at least behind him just to tie for the position. So the fact that you managed to stay close throughout most of the races is an advantage to you.
That's good. Yeah, I actually can't believe how good the car ran here. When I practiced, it was pushing tight really bad, and I had to kind of adjust lines and try. I was still kind of learning throughout the race.
Well, and speaking of racing lines here, we did see that outside line come into play a couple of times tonight. Were you able to make any ground up on the outside line, or was the inside where you wanted to be?
I felt like if I could get it to roll through the center, and Hunter gave me some good advice on how he was rolling the corner, and that helped a lot about midway through the race. But I wanted to be on the bottom mainly. That's where I was rolling at.
Well, and that bottom helped you to a third place finish here tonight, Ray. You know, we definitely saw a great improvement out of that 13 team here this season. You won once this season at Stafford Motor Speedway, and ever since that win, we saw completely different Ray Andrews behind the wheel, especially on the asphalt side there. You gained so much confidence. You're finishing top two, top three. You know, I don't think you finished outside of the top five for the remainder of the season after that win, and that definitely helped propel you to the point standings that you got to tonight.
Definitely. We really tried hard. That win kind of brought me back up and made me want to go try to get another one. I was hoping I could do something with Kenny tonight, but we all know Kenny. He puts them laps down.
Absolutely, Kenny was definitely the car to beat tonight. He started on the pole, started or led pretty much led every lap tonight. Not really many people had much of a chance for him. He might not have had as easy of a run if that last caution came out. Michael was catching him pretty quick, but I don't know. Michael still had to get around him.
Yeah, I was curious on how the end was going to come. Like, I knew I had tires, I knew Michael had pressure tires, and Kenny had none. So when that restart came out, I wasn't for sure what was going to happen.
Well, it definitely threw a wrench into things, and you managed to hold on. You kind of gave Michael a little bit of grief on that initial restart, but Michael just got a little bit better of a run. You had to settle for third, but you know what? Third tonight was good enough to cement second in the points, Ray. I'm sure you got a few people you want to give shout-outs for helping make you get that confidence, get that car up to speed, and finish second in the points.
Big shout out to my kids that I had on the car for the first time tonight, Leela, Rhea, and Chase. Justin Walbring, Misfits Creations with doing the raps and everything, Kush 21, Clint's Auto, and there's another one, Festicab. There you go. But I appreciate everybody that's been helping me out and giving me the confidence to keep coming out here and doing this.
Absolutely, Ray. We can't wait to see what happens here in Season 6 with you and that 13 crew. The confidence we've seen you gain this season has been inspiring, and congratulations on third place tonight and second place in the Rookie Mini Stock Championships.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it much. Thank you for everything you've been doing for us, too.
It is a pleasure, Ray. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this young man here, he was catching that 25 something fierce coming up to that last yellow flag. That yellow flag kind of threw a wrench into the plans there, Michael. Do you think you would have had enough if you caught up to that 25, which you most definitely would have, to get around?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, I felt like trying to pass on the bottom was really tough, and obviously that's usually the preferred lane. So I don't know if I could have got around them. To be honest, I know that I could get to them. I just even running, I was like, I feel like I've trying to catch up to them. I've used so much of the fresh set that it's going to be hard to get around them.
Well, you know Kenny is a good enough driver. He would not have made it an easy pass on you. You definitely would have had to earn it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. He definitely ran a good race. I really didn't come in not really racing that much. There's two ways to look at it. He could go up there and start in the pole and win the dang thing, and I was just more of just man to be patient and just hang out and see where I end up finishing. And it almost worked, but yeah, I definitely didn't want to see that caution come out.
No, you definitely had the faster car before that last caution there. When you passed Ray for second place there, you had about a second and a half gap to that 25 car, and within about 3 or 4 laps, you had it down to a half second. Like you were closing something fierce.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I felt like I had a good game plan of I really didn't. I felt like that after about 4 or 5 cautions, whatever we already had, I felt like kind of halfway, everybody's going to clean it up, and felt like I had the right game plan. I just that one dang caution, and I mean, for him, like it was too late for him to try to go in and get a set of tires. Probably made it back up there, so. Yeah, I mean, he didn't want it because he felt like he was going to be out in front of me still, and I didn't want it because I felt like I was going to gain on him.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what, Michael? That was still a really well-run race there tonight there on the asphalt side of things. You said earlier in our dirt mini stock race that you're not a huge fan of this kind of style of car with the lower horsepower, momentum kind of racing. You like the horsepower advantage under your wheels. How much did that play into tonight's car?
I will say that I do like the asphalt mini stock more than like usually it's usually it's backwards because I'm a dirt guy, and but on the mini stocks for some reason the asphalt side of it it feels a little bit better. It's easier to keep the momentum up, so it really wasn't that bad. I wasn't just didn't really feel like I had the overall speed as what Kenny had for sure if you look at practice. But yeah, this car is still definitely not my favorite, but the asphalt side of it for some reason makes a little bit more sense in my head.
Well, you're not sliding around as much on the asphalt side of things, so that might make a factor into maintaining the momentum a little bit easier with your style of driving.
Yeah, the steering wheel is just so sloppy and loose in this thing, and asphalt just factor. I mean, you're not steering all over the place. It's a little bit easier to just kind of keep the front tires pointed forward rather than counter steering and doing all that fun stuff.
Yeah, well, you know what, Michael? I'm sure you got a few people on that car you want to give a shout out to for helping get that 5 machine going very, very fast tonight.
Yeah, like I said earlier, my wife and daughter for allowing me to do this. My parents for always supporting me. Y'all for putting on the broadcast, the league, and everything, give us something to race, allowing me to come out. I did find out earlier that I do get to race on the mini stock series on Thursdays, but after that, it just kind of depends on if my daughter goes to bed and allows me to race. So that's probably highly unlikely, but I'll make it whenever I can. And beside that, still graphics designs, RDR. I know I mentioned them earlier, or forgot to mention them earlier, so I want to get them. Rise bracelets, Elite Bait and Tackle, JJR, Jaybird Construction, everybody who helps me out.
Well, congratulations once again, Michael, on a second place finish tonight. If you managed to make a few more races, you might have made some noise in that championship, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It was fun just to have a series. Normally, I'm all committed to points racing, but it was fun just to pop in here and try to get wins every now and then, something different.
Absolutely. All right, Michael, congratulations once again.
I appreciate it. Have a good night, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got our race winner in the booth with us, Kenny Trouton. He put on a statement tonight, started pole position, took that lead, and did not look back. Kenny, you led all 75 laps tonight. How are you feeling right now after that?
Well, remember how after the dirt race I said my arms were dead?
Well,
Yeah.
I kind of vaguely remember that.
They're gone at this point. I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to see that last caution or second to last when Michael was starting to catch up to me because I was on a no tire change, uh, scenario, and I was nervous with that green white checkered. I was like, yeah, you got me here, Michael, and luckily he had a rough restart and I just got out of there.
Well, you definitely went with the ballsier of the strategies, like you said, with no tires. You weren't the only one on that strategy, but being at the front of the pack and no tires with fresher tires behind you with Ray Andrews and, like you said there, Michael Steele, he came back up through the field, and when he got around Ray there, he had about a second and a half gap to close on you, and he closed that second and a half down to about a half second within 3 or 4 laps on you. Were you worried when you saw that?
A little bit, but I knew that I was able to hug that bottom line, and it'd be a tough battle for Michael to try to pass on the outside. No knock to him at all. He's a great driver, but I just feel like the outside really wasn't where you wanted it to be able to run that line.
No, we did see a couple cars make that outside line work for a lap or two, but it was definitely the inside that seemed to be better.
Yeah, I love this combo. The mini stocks at Sobo. I love playing, messing around with it in the practices for the officials when it comes around. This is a blast of a combo.
I might have to remember that. I don't think I've ran the combo myself.
I highly recommend. I've recommended quite a few combos to you in the past.
That you have, Kenny. That you have.
Another one that's off the wall is Legends at Wild West. It's a good time.
Ooh, we might have to do a special event then.
It gets a little squirrely, but it's fun. I haven't tried it with the new Legends though, so it might be a little different now, but who knows?
Absolutely. You know, I'm looking forward to next season. I'm joining in the Legends series with the Rusty Misfits Racing League. I've been doing a lot of wood carving, a lot of polishing, a lot of shining up on my ride. I don't know if using wood for the body is the smartest idea, but you know what? That's what I went with.
Hey, it might get you an advantage, You splinter some off, pop someone's tire,
Don't
I did see it.
don't be giving away the secrets.
I did see it, and that's a clean looking car. You did a great job on it, Tom.
It's amazing what you can do with a few minutes on Google.
Right?
All right, Kenny, I'm sure you got a few sponsors on that car you want to give a shout out to.
Well, once again, a shout out to these admins, Mick, yourself, Dean, Justin, for putting on this league. It's every time I run it, it's a blast. Shout out to you for streaming these for us. Gets us a little fame to our name, you know what I mean? Designs by Shroud once again, and just everyone else who's on the car.
Absolutely. All right, Kenny, congratulations on that dominating win tonight. You definitely had the car to beat, and we look forward to seeing what comes from you in Season 6.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm just as good as I am here.
I don't doubt it, Kenny. I've watched you race many times, and you are definitely one of the ones to beat.
Well, I appreciate that, Tom.
All right, you have a good night, and congratulations once again.
You as well, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we talk to the man of the hour right now? Our champion, Dean Quallie, in that 17 machine. Dean, you got to be over the moon right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, that was fun.
Didn't get to experience quite the dominating night that you're used to here, but we had a bit of a stacked field with Kenny Charlton and Michael Steele in the field as well. Hunter Wellman kind of in there giving it a little bit of grief to you there a couple of times I saw.
Oh yeah, no, I was just having fun tonight. Yeah, Hunter and me, we joke around a lot, so I was kind of mirror driving, and whenever I seen him coming up to me, I'd, tap that brake and let him know that I was there.
Absolutely. You know, that young kid there in that 64 car, he claims he's not good on dirt or on asphalt. He is definitely a very solid dirt driver, but he claims not so well on asphalt. But I don't know, his results don't usually speak that way.
Yeah, don't let him fool you. He says he's bad at everything, but he's damn good at everything. So, no, he's a good kid. I like bugging him.
Absolutely. He's a heck of a driver, very clean racer, very smart racer for his age, and you know, he put on a clinic in the dirt series. You definitely put on a bit of a clinic in the first half of the season, which secured your championship here tonight.
Yeah, no, it was a good season. Again, I really enjoy racing with these guys. Incidents happen, and that's just part of it. But overall, it's been a lot of fun. We always joke around. There's really no hard feelings. So that's the main point.
No, we got ourselves a very, very good crew here at the Rusty Misfits Racing League, and pretty much all the series that we've run. You know, right from our ARCA down to here in the mini stocks, you got the the street stocks and everything else going on Wednesday nights and Thursday nights. You got I believe what it was, the UMP modifieds you run. Everyone's so good, and great competitors, great camaraderie in this league that you guys put on here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good group of guys that race here in different series, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the season 6 to kick off here next week. But things will be a little different, I guess, next week. We have actually, pending everybody shows up that has registered, we have a a very large field for Monday nights. I think we're 30 plus cars, so hopefully hopefully we can put on some great racing like we have this season in the Monday nights, and then Tuesdays we're taking away the dirt minis and bringing in the Legends cars. So excited to be a part of that, and then we do the pavement minis, and then Thursdays we'll be doing dirt minis first, and then dirt cars will be doing the UMP mods. So it'll be a full schedule.
Yeah, I cannot wait for next season. I'm registered for the Legends cars as well as the ARCA cars, and I can't wait for the new ARCA car. They drive a heck of a lot better than the old style one. They're far more planted in the track, and I can't wait for the Legends either. I've been, I mentioned it a couple of times today. I've been polishing and carving that wooden car for quite a few hours now.
Yeah, no, I seen a picture there. It looks very sharp.
And Kenny kind of spoiled the surprise here. He said, as soon as you make contact with the car, it's going to splinter and blow everyone else's tires. And I didn't want that secret to get out.
Yeah, no, but now everybody knows, so they'll try and avoid you.
Well, you know what? Maybe if I can get to the front of the pack, that'll help.
Absolutely, yep. Yeah, things for the Strange Brew team will be a little different next season now. Monday nights we'll have a 3-car field with the ARCA cars, so Aaron Murphy, Derek Rigel, and Matt Moreau will be running them. I'll be the race control for that series, so I'll be sitting out and watching the races. But Tuesdays, well, we'll be part-time. We won't be full-time for season 6, but we'll be back full-time for season 7.
Well, I hope so, Dean. It's a great pleasure having you out on the track. You and your son, Jackson. I quite enjoyed racing Jackson in the ARCA series this season, even though it's usually just watching him fly past because he can save tires better than me.
Yep, no, it was a learning curve, but overall it was good all around.
Well, you know what? This makes 2 seasons in a row for Strange Brew Racing. That 17 car has the championship 2 seasons in a row now, both with you and Jackson behind the wheel.
Yeah, no, this has been a good chassis. I definitely couldn't let my kid, embarrass me, so I had to continue the role.
Had to show him how it's done.
Well, I think he'd show me how it's done, but one day we'll be racing door to door.
Absolutely. You know what? For Jackson's young age, the way that kid drives is something impressive. I can't wait to see where that kid goes.
Yeah, no, we'll see what the future brings for him here. So.
Alrighty, Dean. Well, before we let you go here, I'm sure you got a few names on that car you want to give a shout out to and thank for helping you to the championship this season.
Yep, no, for sure. I got some people to thank first. Obviously, you, Tom, for broadcasting the series, and Mick Olofsson. He's been a big help. He's been wrapping my cars since day one, really. Everybody that's been in this league, everybody that's watching. I know my old man's watching right now, so hey, Pops. Everybody back at the Strange Brew Racing Shop. They put countless hours into these cars, and they make them fast. So kudos to them. And I gotta give a big shout out to Hoosier. They supply me with those spec tires. They I can't tell you any more about that. But
the ones that you totally don't dope or do anything fishy with.
Nope, we don't do that. We play fair. But Falcon Graphics, True Bauer, all the dirt. And then everybody here at Rusty Misfits Racing League. It's just been a pleasure to race with every one of them. So.
Absolutely, Dean. Honestly, you could put on a clinic on tire saving. Your son Jackson, you guys know something serious about saving tires and being there when it counts. And that's a lot of how you got your 6 wins this season. So you could definitely put on a clinic and teach a few pointers on that.
Yeah, no, I was just actually looking here. We went, whatever it was, 77 laps or whatever on the same set. I didn't pit. and we're sitting at 89%. So we wore them a little bit more than usual, but overall, it's pretty good for 77 laps, I think.
Absolutely, considering how slidey these cars looked, they did not look like they were planted into that track very good tonight.
I think a lot of it had to do with your entry and exit. That I was practicing a lot in practice. There are different ways and running, somewhat consistent times. So that's what I was looking for.
Well, it worked out for you this season. You won the championship. Congratulations. Go home, go celebrate that victory, and lift that big old trophy.
Will for sure. And then a big congrats to Ray and Matt for finishing second and third. I think Mick might have finished fourth. So kudos to all them. Yeah, come after the broadcast here and come down to that Strange Brew trailer, and we'll have a nice cold Pilsner for you.
Oh, I am on the way already.
Sounds good, Tom. Thanks again.
Thank you, Dean. Congratulations, and enjoy that championship.
Thank you. Will do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will bring us to a wrap on season number 5 of the Rusty Misfits Racing League, All the Dirt Rookie Mini Stocks. It has been a great season. A lot of great racing going on. You've heard me say it multiple times throughout the season that rookie moniker does not fit the way these guys drive. And you have heard that we are not running the rookie mini stocks. It is now just going to be an I rating cap of around 2,800 I rating to be part of that mini stock series. Because these guys don't drive like rookies anymore. So we will have to see what happens next season. I will be coming back on Tuesday nights broadcasting the mini stock race. And yeah, I hope to see you guys then. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tom Quiring. This has been the Rusty Misfits Racing League, All the Dirt Rookie Mini Stocks. I hope you enjoy. Congratulations to Hunter and Dean for winning the championship. Congratulations to everyone else for putting on the show that they did this entire season. Thank you and goodbye.